Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Saturday, Saturn Day, July 27th, and the energies in the day adds up or reduce to number 6 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. The spiritual guidance for today is the gazelle. And with the gazelle showing up as the spiritual guidance for today, the gazelle brings me to patience. The gazelle brings me to reflection. The gazelle brings me to acceptance. And I say acceptance because my attention will go to the fact that the gazelle is a prey animal. And when you look at this picture, the gazelle looks alert. The gazelle looks alert, but the gazelle also looks, I wouldn't say relaxed, but alert. And that's interesting because I could feel a part of me wanting to read it a certain way, but instead something else is coming out. And when I look at, and I say something else is coming out in the sense that, you know how you'll think to say something, but something else flows out of your mouth instead. And I feel like since yesterday, Friday, or even maybe Thursday, mainly yesterday, I found myself feeling the need to try to, how would I put it? Like, lighten the blow as far as how I communicate and what I'm saying. And with the gazelle energy in the upright position, this brings me to being alert. It brings me to being aware. The importance of being alert, the importance of being aware. When I say being alert, being aware, I don't mean to drive yourself nuts and anticipate the worst and be all anxious and stuff. To me, being alert and being aware is being a critical thinker. It's being the kind of person that checks in with yourself often enough to where people won't tell you anything that you don't know to be true for yourself. What I mean by that is someone will tell you something and intuitively it just feels right. And it feels right because deep down inside, your intuition probably have told you something similar already. Or I'll have moments where I think a thing and then someone will come and suggest something similar. And I'll know this is something that I should move on because I've already thought of it briefly. It crossed my mind just briefly. And then someone comes and elaborates on it or briefly shares it. And to me, that's confirmation because it's already been presented to me. But then there are situations where the thing wasn't presented to me, but when I heard it, it just feels right. So to me, with the gazelle energy and the whole critical thinking thing, to me, it's like being able to trust yourself, to trust your discernment and what it is that you're perceiving and discerning, meaning that whatever it is that you hear, you run it through you first and get good at asking yourself, how does this feel to me? And when you don't know, you leave it alone, you put it to the side and you get back to it. But it's a matter of trusting yourself, learning to trust yourself and not allow for everything that everybody says to move you. In the sense, like if people say, oh, we all need to run over there, you find yourself running over there with them and then running over there with them and then, you know, all over the place. Like it's important to be aware and question things for yourself. Does this make sense to me? Or is this even important for me to look into. Is this something that I should be getting myself worked up over? You know, being alert, being aware, but trusting yourself. The energies in today adds up and reduces to number 6 vibration. The number 6 is ruled by Venus, Venusian energy. The number 6 deals with family. It deals with community. It deals with responsibility. It's a service-oriented energy. When I think of the number 6, I think of the social worker. I think of the person who opens up a homeless shelter, service to humanity. When you look at the number 6, it looks pregnant because it's a service-oriented energy. On the other side, the number 6 is ruled by Venus. For the number 6 energy to be so service-oriented and all of that, clearly it deals with values. It sees values in others. It sees value as far as, you know how they say we survive in numbers. The number 6 see the value and the importance of numbers. On the lower frequency, the number 6 energy could be materialistic. It could be an energy that could cause us to be meddling or even jealous, where we feel like we're not enough, or we don't have enough, or we won't be enough when that number is operating on a lower frequency. So this is where we can beat ourselves up and kind of turn in on ourselves, feeling like we're not doing enough. So when it comes to, say, the energies in today, the day is the 27th. And the number 2 is nurturing and unifying. The number 7 is introspective. It's a deep diving energy. Not the number 6 and the number 7 are like oil and water, where the number 6 will be meddling, but it's more of on a materialistic level, if that makes sense, where the number 7 dives deep because it has questions that can't be answered from the outside. It can only come from within. But the number 7 can also be paranoid to the point where it's like a person never doesn't trust anything, to the point that everything is some kind of an attack or something negative. 2 plus 7 is 9. The number 9 energy is one that doesn't like to rock the boat. This is where we go along to get along. So when I look at the energies in the day, the number 9 though is also similar to the number 6 energy, where it's also an energy that is a serving energy, is a humanitarian type of energy, where the number 6 is focused on humanity, but it's like a Gemini energy, more focused on, say, my people who are like me, people who are from where I'm from. That's where the number 6 is more focused, where the number 9 is like, okay, so the number 6 will operate like Gemini, where it's like local, familiar focus on community. And the number 9 would be like Sagittarius, focused on domestic, or just on domestic, but not domestic. The number 9 is humanity on a whole, where the number 6 is more local, familiar focus as far as the social work or social services. But the number 9, the day being the 27th, 2 plus 9 is more collective focus. So when it comes to today's energy, there could be some things that come up that feels like the need, that like collective focus type things. When I say collective focus type things, I think of different things happening within the world, and it's like, you know, we have these things happening within our local communities, but yet still there needs to be, or it feels like we need to focus on what's happening within the world. And it's like, I can't focus on what's happening in the world because I need to get my house right. And this could even be on a smaller scale, where it's like things are happening around us and your household needs your attention. And maybe, say, your family members also need your attention. But first, you know, you need to take care of your household, take care of yourself, so that you could better be of service to others. The moon is entering into Taurus, and it's still pretty close to Chiron to create that conjunction. And there's a T-square happening between the moon, the sun, and Pluto. So the T-square happening between the moon, the sun, and Pluto. Pluto energy brings me to Aquarian energy that deals with humanity, that deals with others, and that's squaring the moon. And the moon is in a place right now that I'm looking at this, It's in Aries, and soon it'll be in Taurus. While it's in Aries and it's a part of that T-square, it's like I want to focus on me and I can't focus on what's happening with everybody else. And it's like there's a challenge where it feels like there's something wrong for me focusing on me. And when the moon gets into Taurus and still a part of that T-square, it's like me wanting to focus on the things that bring me comfort. Like I don't want to give up my comforts. This will bring me to something I saw the other day where this lady was getting chewed out, and this other lady was trying to convince people to cancel her because she decided to support Starbucks when, I guess Starbucks is on a list of things that you shouldn't support for whatever reason. If you know, you know. When I look at that T-square would remind me of that, where Pluto's in Aquarius, Moon in Aries, or even when it gets in Taurus, because it's right on the cusp. And the T-square from the moon to Pluto is like, the lady is like, I like Starbucks. And then this is exactly what I saw in the clip, where she feels like there's other issues that's happening within her community that needs to take precedence over things that are happening within the world, and she just doesn't want to get involved. And the other girl is like, we need to cancel her because there's a bigger issue happening in the world, and this would remind me of it. What I'm seeing here with the number 6 energy, I need to focus on my local community. And the moon in Aries or going into Taurus squaring Pluto is like focusing on me, or the things that bring comfort is challenging some kind of humanity type situation. Possibly in the situation that I saw, challenging the person's public image, and the public image is Aquarian energy, Pluto and Aquarian energy. So it's like this person has a public image, but not a political platform, but yet still is being encouraged to push political things on her platform because her platform is popular. So on a bigger scale, the energies in today would remind me of that. On a smaller scale, this is where, say, your family members need some help or need you to do something, and it's like you ain't got it to give because you got your own things that you need to take care of, and it just feels like it's a challenge with putting yourself first and your needs first. Feels like it's being challenged. With the moon in Aries conjunct Chiron, and then also going into Taurus, that's squaring the sun in Leo. And with the square to the sun energy in Leo, I think of how Leo energy is big heart energy, like I want to save the day. But then also to that sun in Leo is opposing Pluto in Aquarius. So it's like, I want to save the day, but it's still about me. It's like, I want to save the day. I want the attention from this, but at the same time, I want it how I want it. But at the same time, how is that helping the collective? It's just interesting energy, and it feels complicated, but it's really not. At the end of the day, you got to put yourself first and strengthen yourself first in order for you to be that for anyone else. And when it comes to the tarot, we have the Star card coming out in the reversal position. And with the Star card coming out in the reversal position, in the upright position, the Star card brings me to, it comes after the Tower, and the Tower is some major ending. And with the Star card, we're picking up the pieces. In the reversal position, it's like the ending has happened. We're not sure exactly what happened or how it's happened. Things aren't clear. The smoke isn't clear. So we're not doing the proper healing work that's necessary to get us through what we've been through, or the proper healing work that's necessary to make sure it never happens again. It just feels, and things feel somewhat in the air today. Saturn is a ruler of the day. Saturn is in Pisces, and it's squaring Jupiter in Gemini. And again, our friend groups, how are you informing yourself? And informing yourself as in the information you're consuming and what's coming out of your mouth, and informing yourself as far as, when I think of the nutrients in the food, I think of that reflecting the information that's within the food. And how are you informing yourself as far as your consumption and what's happening within you? I just get the feeling when it comes to the energies in the day, the importance of self-preservation. that's needed, meaning taking care of yourself fully so that you could be able to be of service, be of help to others, is what I'm getting. But yeah, when it comes to today's energy, it's like you got to make a choice. Do you take care of your home, or do you focus on what everybody else needs of you? And it's like, of course you take care of yourself and you take care of your home first, and then once you've charged up, then you're ready to go out and do whatever it is that you can do. It's like, you know, your cell phone battery is ran down and you think you're about to get on the phone and do all these things. No, the phone needs to charge up first. And then once it's fully charged, then you could do what you want to do. Same thing with our body, same thing with our energy. What makes you feel charged up? Do what makes you feel charged up today, charge yourself up, and then focus on the world. Because with the energies in today, some of us could find ourselves easily feeling like we're not doing enough, or just feel less than in some way. And it goes back to, how are you informing yourself? How are you speaking to yourself? How are you speaking about yourself? How are you seeing yourself in the world? And how are you speaking about yourself in the world? And regardless of how uncertain things may seem, it's important for us to know that everything will be okay, because we're being guided and supported by, you know, something bigger than us, even though we are that thing. So yeah, you guys, it's always a pleasure sharing these messages with you. Hey guys, I want to share with you 7 benefits of getting a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session. The first one is understanding your internal programming. The second one is becoming more clear about your purpose and passion. The third is setting goals for success. The fourth is awareness of strength and areas of improvement. And the fourth one was foundational for me, because whenever you're aware of your weaknesses, no one can use them against you. And when you're aware of your strengths, that makes you unstoppable. And that is why I say self-awareness is a superpower. The 5th benefit is removing obstacles. We first have to become aware of a thing in order to remove it in the first place. The 6th benefit is understanding relationship dynamics. We don't have to change the people in our lives. We have to become aware of ourselves and start from there, and everything changes. And the 7th benefit is upcoming transits, if that's something that you would like to look into because you're planning for something or you just want to be aware. So if you're interested in booking a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session or learning more about it, the link to book or the link to send me an email for questions are both within the description box below. If you'd like to check out my Patreon, where I share exclusive content, the link to check out what's happening on Patreon is in the description box below. Please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a white heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.